Usually, our designation for a chord is that it starts at three notes or more. Three notes or more. There's some contextual stuff. There's moments in context, I think, like inside of a piece of music where you could make the theoretical argument for two notes being a chord because of the setting and what's happening around them. But by most counts, we call chords three or more notes happening at the same time. So, for example, that's an F chord. Better for the environment, yep, totally. Yep. It's a good move. Love to see it. Do love to see it. So, with any given chord, you can invert that chord, and we still call it that chord. AFK Pinky sounds good. Cheers. So, like these three notes that I'm working with, F, A, C, I can invert this chord two possible ways. I could play it A, C, F, and I could also play it C, F, A. So here's all three of those. And then I could keep going into the next register and start again. So this is called root position, first inversion, and second inversion. So I can take my triad, my three-note chord, and play it in root position, where the letter name of the chord is the bottom note. So this is an F chord. F is the bottom note. First inversion, second inversion, back to root. Being able to play those harmonically for piano players, it's really important because we get, it's an important musical, kind of fundamental music theory principle. Inversions at the piano, that really determines our voicings and how you can take a chord from sounding like this to something that sounds like this. That's me playing those same notes. I'm still just using those same three notes, but I'm using different inversions and doubling certain ones of those between my left and right hand to create that much richer, a much more full and rich sound here. And so finding those chord voicings, being able to voice chords, is part of what makes chord inversions such a big part of not just music theory, but piano playing and working at the keyboard. They also come up at the keyboard and in music in general melodically. So instead of playing those harmonically, I could play that same notes in that group melodically, so one note at a time. So that's me going through that chord, and you've probably heard passages in music that sound like what I just played there, because it's a really common sort of acrobatic or bit of vocabulary to play like that. Oscar, hello family. Happy Thursday, happy weekend for us. Hugs at hugs, get on in here, Oscar. Giant, hugs to you, friend. Hope you had a good week so far, Oscar. Appreciate the well wishes. We're having just a fantastic Thursday here with y'all. Doing really well. So, playing that as a three-note pattern. Right, kind of fits with the note group since there's three notes in each one of those. Playing them in three-note groups works really well like that. You can get some really interesting acrobatic sounds as well, especially with this melodic idea by doing those inversions.